Is paint prep sexy? No. Is it absolutely critical to my auto detailing business? Yes. Paint prep, isopropyl alcohol. You can do windshields and windows with it, but a lot of people are going to use it on cars. You're going to prep the paint, removing oils and grease and wax and whatever the heck this says. But there's so many different brands, and you hear that it stresses out the clear coat. And so I have questions. Is there a time that I should wait after I use this? Is there a best paint prep? Is there a better person in the industry to ask than Jason Rose? I think not. We're going to talk to Jason Rose about this because, well, we talked to Jason Rose in an interview recently at Buddco Distributing. They're awesome. They're working to elevate the industry, and I encourage you to network with every detailer in your area. Let's bring this industry. Let's elevate it up. So let's get started. If you have not watched any videos with Jason Rose yet, I encourage you, click on the playlist in the top right hand of your screen because there's some gems in there. But without further ado, Jason Rose, what you need to know about paint prep.
What happens here, paint is it's a semi-permeable membrane. There's porosity. It's just like the human skin, actually. So your human skin, although it feels smooth and like a skin, see what I did there? Fluids can go through, in and out of our skin, and they do all the time. The same is true of car paint. Fluids can go in, fluids can come out. So when you take alcohol or a solvent and you solvent load those pores, and then it outgasses, it actually could take oils and other material with it. So I'm convinced, I don't have scientific proof or anything, but I'm convinced that IPAs and solvent does impact the finish. And if you immediately start polishing right after, you are polishing on a different surface than if you had polished on that same area without pre-spray of a solvent or alcohol. So I am convinced that it does change things. In fact, if you're going to use solvents and IPAs, it's a great idea to wait 20 minutes at least before you start applying frictional heat of a compound on that same area. I think I would agree with those people that are saying that it does impact the paint. It's chemistry, and I'm not a chemist. I'm not going to profess to be one, but it does mentally make sense to me that if I'm spraying a solvent on the paint surface, and then I apply another product that has a different solvent in it, that there could be a traffic jam of solvents or some interaction of solvents. That makes sense to me. So I would definitely want to either use the prep solvent that is recommended by the paint coating manufacturer because they've scienced out their chemistry. So you kind of use what they suggest to use that makes sense of their recommendation. Or you just let things outgas, let the chemistry get out of that surface before you apply another chemistry. Well, in 15-20 minutes, and most of the time, if solvents that are high flashing, where they evaporate quickly, it's all going to be out in 20 minutes.
So kind of a quick little video there, but we did have a couple of awesome discussions with Jason. In fact, I could make 10 different videos, and I might still. Again, thanks to Buddco. I know that they brought Jason Rose in, and his time's really valuable, and I begged and pleaded, and they were so cool because they do want everybody to be educated so we can all do what we love safely and hopefully profitably. Okay, here's the deal. I want to know, what's your favorite paint prep, and did you hear anything in there that you have questions about? I'll try to get those questions answered. Or do you have more wisdom about paint prep that you're trying to drop in those comments below, because I would really appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen this video with Jason, by the way, about this paint burning, well, I called it an epidemic. He says it's very, very scary for detailers. 3 trends why paint burning is going to be more common in the future. One of them is that the clear coats are becoming thinner. The other 2, most people haven't heard. Check it out.